How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. As always, if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. It helps out, means a ton. You guys get plenty of fun stuff when we cover more than just Jujutsu Kaisen here. So yeah, check out the channel, have a little bit of fun. Stick around. Anyway, getting into it, I have no idea why this idea popped into my head at one point, but it did. And it goes off the basis of, if Kugisaki is dead, I want to state that right now, I'm kind of on the fence. Akutami could take it either way. We haven't gotten like a clear, concrete confirmation. We just got Yuji asking Megumi like, hey, what happened? And he's like, doesn't really say anything. And then Yuji's like, oh, okay, I get it. Remember, Megumi and Kugisaki didn't know Yuji was alive earlier in the series. It's possible Megumi, Yuji, and us don't know that Kugisaki is still alive now. That's very possible. This time, the main difference, besides the flipped characters, is just us not being revealed the information. Very possible. Anyway, if she is dead, however, is it possible that she comes back as a cursed spirit, or say a vengeful cursed spirit? If she does, and if this is something Akutami decides he wants to do with the character, there are two different ways that I could see this going that I'd be kind of okay with, because I think Akutami could draw a lot of good writing material out of it, basically. First one, Yuji is already paralleled to Yuta for their beginnings in the series, having this whole like, you're going to be executed, and Gojo being like, hey, let's maybe not. I got an idea here. I'm just going to take them over here. Thank you. Stay away from the big knife, kid. Yeah, that's basically how both of them went. Is it possible that we take that parallel one step further and parallel Yuta with Rika to Yuji with Kugisaki? I don't know. I think that would give Yuji a lot of emotional baggage that he would have to overcome, because Yuji is extremely emotional and extremely caring for others. So yeah, it's possibly a thing where Yuji can't actually let go. He's having too much of a problem with it, so this vengeful spirit is sticking around. And yeah, I could see later on in the series, or not too later on in the series, depending on when we wanted to do this, if we did this, Yuta being the one to talk to Yuji, be like, hey, I understand, dude, I've been through this. Seriously, did you see her pop out of the wall when we were fighting? Yeah, and Yuji's like, okay, yeah, you're right. I guess you do have a little bit of experience in this field. So yeah, Akutami could have some very, very hard-hitting moments between Yuji and Kugisaki, and even Megumi trying to convince Yuji, like, it's okay to let her go. Like, I don't want to see her like this. You are making me suffer by keeping her here. You need to do all three of us a favor and let go, Yuji. Maybe, you never know. Maybe that could be what finally sparks a huge battle between Yuji and Megumi. Not that I think that's been building up, but it is something that could happen. I mean, with Sukuna inside, and then maybe with that, and maybe everything just comes to a boil. If we don't take it in this direction, maybe we could take it in the direction of the vengeful spirit of Kugisaki attacking Yuji for not being able to let go. Because Kugisaki told Yuji, like, hey, make sure and tell everybody it didn't hurt that bad. Similar to what Yuji did with Megumi earlier in the series, telling him, like, hey, tell everybody, have a good life. With Yuji, if he's holding on to Kugisaki too much and not letting go, maybe that is as if he's just not listening to Kugisaki's last words, and knowing Kugisaki's extremely fiery, extremely hot-headed, very opinionated, very strong personality, perhaps we're getting like a, you're not going to listen to me on my deathbed. Okay, no, Yuji, alright, hang on. Maybe that's just what we're getting here, because, well, if you're a vengeful cursed spirit, you probably don't have a whole lot of control. It is probably something that is sparked from a strong amount of emotion, or just your cursed energy in general. We don't really know the specifics of it in general, but I could say it's probably not Kugisaki's mind actually thinking through the actions and deciding what to do. It's just the vengeful cursed spirit acting out. So yeah, maybe it attacks Yuji, and maybe Yuji has to kill Kugisaki himself. At first not wanting to do it, but then finally coming to the realization, or being told that, hey, do you think Kugisaki wants to live like that? Do you think that is actually her? Or do you think that's a cheap imitation that just wants to hurt you, like all of these other curses all around and even inside of you have been trying to do this entire time, Yuji? Sukuna, Mahito, now Kugisaki, someone who used to be one of your closest friends, all they have done is try to hurt you. When will you stop letting them get to you like that? When will you stop caring about what curses do to you? Things like this. Obviously, that is skipping over a lot of Yuji's character arc and a lot of underlying things that have happened throughout the series. Trust me, this isn't super detailed. I'm just kind of spitting here. Anyway, yeah, that kind of lines. So, who knows? I think it would be something really interesting. I think that this is something that would be extremely difficult for Yuji to do, no matter how strong Yuji gets. Because that is one thing with shonen. You get so strong with your main characters that it's like, okay, there's only like 5 things in the known universe that we know can, fuck with them at all. So, yeah, this is something that no matter how strong Yuji is, no matter how far we are into the series, this would be incredibly difficult for him. One, because we know from Rika that vengeful curse spirits can be extremely powerful. And 2, because just emotionally, like, he couldn't bring himself to do it. So yeah, I like this idea mainly for that reason, because it gives a lot of hard-hitting stuff for Yuji to have to deal with. Not that I like seeing Yuji sad, but it's something we've decided to just do for the entire series, so why not keep it up, I guess? I don't know. Akutami hates this kid. Not actually, but yeah, Yuji's had a terrible time so far. I hate bringing up ideas that make it worse for him, but hey, it is what it is at the end of the day, so, this probably won't happen anyway, so yeah, Yuji's probably safe in this regard. We know he's not safe in every regard. He's going to have to go through a lot more shit before this series is done. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. I'm out.